Well, we're back with our Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover series.
And here's a pretty serious question for you. If you were no longer here, can you say with confidence that your kids would be taken care of?
Well, if you have an unsettling feeling just kind of thinking about that answer, then listen carefully to this next segment.
Meeting with Aviva today because I want to have a plan set in place so that if anything should happen, God forbid, that my boys are taken care of.
Hi, Antonia Janae.
Hi.
I finally get to meet you in person and I'm very starstruck. Thank you for having me at your lovely home.
No problem.
Where are your boys right now?
Yeah, they're in school.
Right.
They are in school.
I could only imagine that with your busy schedule, you just want to make sure that even if you travel so much that you provide for them. How about life insurance? Have you thought of life insurance?
My husband and I had a policy, or have a policy.
Oh, good.
For the boys, and if something should happen to one of us. Because we were traveling so much on the road,
Right. What kind of insurance do you have?
I don't know the exact name of it. I just know that the policies were $500,000. I don't know the difference between term and all the names and stuff, so maybe you can help me with that.
Absolutely. Term terminates, hence the name.
Okay.
Versus permanent policies, which are pretty much lifetime, because people have this misconception that life insurance is just for the death benefits. And no, but at the same time, realizing that the death benefit is so precious because lump sum, federally tax-free, so it's not a burden on anybody. And it also provides you personally with other benefits such as funding it not only for education, perhaps you want to use it for retirement. This will just really buy you peace of mind more than anything. And I recommend Aviva. Not only does it provide excellent life insurance, it goes hand in hand with the Wellness for Life program. You want to hear about it?
Yes, please.
Okay. It provides discounts on the life insurance, which means that if there is a discount on the life insurance component, then hey, it will build more cash values more quickly. You get another discount if you maintain your weight within a specified range when you buy the policy. It's a win-win situation, Antonia. And we hope that you consider looking at your financial situation more closely. And it is such a pleasure meeting you.
No, I definitely will consider this because one of the things that Claudette mentioned today was wellness for life, that Aviva is very strong in. And since I've been on this journey, it's also something that I'm incorporating in my life, that I want to be healthy and have a wellness for the rest of my life so that I can teach this to my children and it can go on and on.
Well, I'm glad Antonia already has a policy in place.
Absolutely. Life insurance is so important. Now, here's what else is important. Your sweet tooth. How you can get the perfect sweetener with half the calories of sugar.
That's coming up next right here on our Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover series on The Balancing Act. When you're first kicking off your weight loss journey, the task can seem pretty daunting. One of the most overwhelming parts is actually getting started. I mean, where do you begin? Instead of thinking about all of the upcoming workouts and the overall goal, just concentrate on today. Break down each training session and view them as little individual milestones to help keep you motivated and feeling the benefits of your accomplishments. Before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come and how close you've gotten to your final goal. What may have once seemed almost insurmountable is now very much within reach. And to keep you properly fueled along the way, grab a Marathon Energy Bar before your workout. With 10 to 14 grams of protein and 22 to 31 grams of carbohydrate, these delicious bars deliver the sustained energy your body and mind needs to rock on through each and every workout.
Did you know that excess sugar in the diet not only adds calories, but too much sugar has been linked with health problems like high blood pressure and obesity? According to the American Heart Association, women should eat no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugars a day, and men should eat no more than 9. Sugar is an important element of a healthy diet. Just make sure you eat in moderation.
Well, welcome back to the Balancing Act's Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover series.
And just like you heard in that tip on sugar, too much of it can cause problems and even weight gain.
But you know, we may have a solution to help balance your sweet tooth and your health. Check this out.
Well, Rose and I are here at the studio to meet with Chef Nick. He's going to give us some cooking secrets as far as cooking with sugar and stevia.
I'm very excited about meeting Chef Nick. I understand that he is very famous and he's done amazing cooking shows, and I'm just curious to hear about sugar and stevia and what that's all about. Melissa won't be joining us because she is working, and unfortunately it's the last couple weeks of school, so she's unable to come, and Antonia is in China, so she's far away, so we'll miss them both.
Hi, Rosa.
Hi, how are
Christina,
you?
how are you? You look beautiful.
Hi,
Congratulations.
thank you. It's nice meeting
I've
you.
been following your journey for quite some time. You ladies have changed in the most astonishing way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, you know, I know a little bit of what you're going through. Myself, when I started, I was almost 280 pounds. Actually, I was a little bit more, but I'm too vain to confess the truth.
Really?
I did, and my job made it very difficult to actually lose weight because I don't know how it is for you, but in my case, food is one of those things that we go to when things get really tough.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I love to have family over, eating a lot, pasta, sugar everywhere.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite things, so it's been kind of challenging. I love sweets, and I found that one of the biggest challenges was every time I was in a moment of crisis, I would just dive in and just everything that was sweet, I would go for it. And most of the stuff was stuff that I made myself, and I found that to be very, very difficult.
Listening to Chef Nick's struggles with eating and his own personal struggles with weight was very reassuring. And because he is what I would call a fellow foodie like myself, and he has such passion for food, which is what I have, but hearing that he has been able to still keep that passion for food and still maintain his weight over the last couple years has really given me hope that I'm on the right track and this journey's not going to end just in a few months.
And if nothing else, today I want to share with you something that will make your craving for sweetness a little bit less damaging. Okay. We have to live with the fact that sugar is an important part of our diet. It has to be there. Our body craves it, needs it. Without sugar, life is not worth living.
Oh, it feels real good knowing that I can still have some sugar, because you know that's what makes it good.
But when it comes to treating ourselves to something special, or something as simple as a cup of coffee, or something like a wonderful dessert, where you put, something in excess of just a cup of sugar, 2 cups and more, you want to find out for an alternative. I'm going to tell you something that you're going to love. There's a plant that I recently discovered as I started to look for alternatives also in some of the recipes that I'm making. It's called stevia. Stevia is a tropical plant. Actually, the true name is, and I have to say this because it's a mouthful, I've rehearsed all morning to say it right. Stevia rebaudiana bertoni. That's the name of the plant.
Sounds so nice when you say it with that accent. Wow.
Trust, the accent carries it. That's how my wife eventually accepted to date me. I think it was the accent and nothing to do with the fact that I could cook pasta.
It's the accent. It's a killer.
But this particular plant has 150 different variety of it, and there is some miracles that this plant really has and produces for us. One of the most impressive things is that it's anywhere between 100 to 400 times sweeter than sugar. So the ability to not only handle the extract that comes from these leaves and be able to package it in a way where you're not overtaken, blown away from this is of the greatest importance. 2 companies, C&H Sugar and Domino Sugar in the light version, I put this together. So they mix the stevia extract together with sugar. So it looks, it feels, and it tastes just like sugar. But the best part comes now. Stevia is non-caloric, 0 calories, absolutely.
Wow.
And the other thing is that the flavor remains. This is something that just makes life a little bit easier, especially when it comes to have something that you care to enjoy, to share with your family, and you don't want to feel guilty. We'll get together some more, and I'll share with you some of the recipe. Rosa, it was an absolute delight.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you later. Thank you.
Ciao.
Oh, finding out that sugar is actually still healthy for us, to me, was a relief, because I believe that for the long haul, we need to learn how to eat things in moderation, and sugar is a part of our lives. So if we can find ways to utilize it where it's still healthy, it's still in moderation, and also for our families, how to introduce it to our families in a healthy way, I think it's great.
Very good information to know about sugar and stevia.
Yeah, so good, I may have to add it to my diet.
I already do. I love it. Now moving on to the not so sweet stuff. Coming up next on the Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover. It seems the ladies may be in a bit of trouble. So it's time for them to get a reality check.
It's important for each one of you to know that it's not necessary for each one of you to finish this makeover. Somebody may be going home.
Find out why and what the makeover team is going to do about it. Stay close.
We all know the proverb, an apple a day helps keep the doctor away. Apples are a great source of satisfaction for more than just your annual doctor visit. Apples can satisfy that sweet tooth. Pectin in apples helps lower the body's need for insulin and may help in the management of diabetes. Biting and chewing an apple satisfies the need for crunch, and it's great for the health of our teeth and gums. Apples are low in calories and have 4 grams of fiber for a medium-sized apple. So go ahead and reach for that apple today.
Hi, I'm Leah Britt, and I'm a head trainer here at Premier Fitness Camp. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about your food. Sometimes in this world it gets too complex. If you're reading the back of a label and you can't pronounce it and you don't know what it is, you probably shouldn't be eating it. A staple that I live by is you should be eating food, so don't skip meals, okay? Not too much, portion sizes, and mostly plants. Get your fruits and vegetables in. If life gets too complex, come back to those basics. Eat food, not too much, mostly plants. That's my tip of the day here at Premier Fitness Camp.
Well, we are back with our Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover.
Our 4 ladies have gone through victories and challenges during this makeover, but now their commitment is being questioned. Take a look.
Well, we're here today. Not sure why. Hopefully it's something exciting. Can't wait.
Today. We're going to have to find out.
How are you today?
How are you?
Hugs around, hugs around. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
See you.
Hi, how are you?
Lisa.
How are you?
Lisa.
Hey, you.
And I brought your trainers with, Adriana and Steve.
All right.
Yeah, so let me just give you an update. Troy got hung up, I think the first time he's ever had any problem like that. So Luca's got the most legitimate reason, obviously. I just spoke to him about an hour ago. He had his pacemaker put in on Thursday, and he's looking forward to training again on Wednesday. Today, I want to ask you where each of you are in terms of your level of commitment and your alignment from our original goals that we started out with. We are 9 weeks away from our final reveal, so definitely home stretch. And I wanted to give you an update. So this is our little stat sheet of where each of you are. So the first page is all about the pounds. We'll use Rosa as an example, if you don't mind there. When Premier did your metabolic testing and your body fat assessment, they said, you know, this is how many pounds, this is realistic for your metabolism of how many pounds per week your target should be, right? You had a great weigh-in last time. You went from 215 to 207.
I cannot believe where I am today. I am 40 plus pounds below where I started. And more importantly, health-wise, I am just kicking butt.
I've achieved more weight loss goals and I've achieved more exercise goals than I ever thought I could. And I'm probably my biggest fan right now.
Melissa, same thing with you. You had been behind, you know, and you're still behind now, about 10 pounds.
Our first meeting with Tom, I was very, very frustrated when I left. I was seeing my progress. I don't think Tom was seeing my progress. Troy and I had to go walk for 2 hours after our first meeting so that I could get my head back in the game.
But you've ramped up very quickly. And I think that's pretty common, that someone who hasn't done a lot of physical exercise their whole life, it takes a while to get their metabolic rate to get up to speed, and then once you do, you progress very, very nicely.
Today, I'm feeling really good. I'm positive. I know I have made huge progress
both in my weight and in my inches, and I'm ready for the next 9 weeks.
Antonia, you started out at 218. You're at 200 now, according to their targets, and you had a 2.8 pound per week target. Okay, you're 23.5 pounds behind target.
I've had my ups, I've had my downs, but I stayed focused, and when I fell, I got back up and did what I needed to do.
I know you had mentioned kind of binging a little bit, some peanut butter and chocolate, and some other things.
Not binging,
but
cheating,
okay.
Yeah. I'm a little bit more behind than the other ladies with the numbers wise, but I know I look good in my clothes. I know I feel good.
Christine, you were ahead of the curve for about the first 6 weigh-ins. You had one weigh-in where you actually kind of went the wrong way and had a couple pounds on there.
Now my journey's at like a little halt as far as my weight goes. So I'm frustrated with that because I'm not moving any weight. I'm just moving inches. So when I see the other girls get on the scale and they're starting to weigh less than me, it's frustrated me.
I think that may be indicative of some of the restaurant eating.
Tom is thinking because I didn't lose weight for 2 weigh-ins, that it's because I ate out, and that's not so.
The bottom line is that we are extremely committed, okay, to you 4 ladies. It's important for each one of you to know that it's not necessary for each one of you to finish this makeover. Somebody may be going home.
OMG. I wonder what's going to happen. I really do hope, though, that none of these ladies end up dropping out of the makeover.
Oh, no, don't say that. This makeover journey is not easy, but let's keep our fingers crossed that they will keep going through this journey.
I hope so. And remember, it's not just a makeover for our 4 ladies, but it's also one for you as well. Help is here for you with healthy recipes, exercise routines, and expert advice to keep you motivated and moving forward. Just log on to our website, thebalancingact.com, and click on the Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover.
And you still have time to enter the gifts of health on thebalancingact.com for a chance to get a 1-week trip to Premier Fitness Camp at the La Costa Resort and Spa in San Diego. I've never been there. I want to go. And so much more.
Who knows? Maybe they'll take you next time.
Oh, I hope so.
You know what? Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and tweet us and let us know how you're balancing your week to #BalancedTuesdays. Plus, you can tweet the 4 ladies about your own makeover journey, and you can also tweet their trainers with questions about your fitness workout at Balancing Act TV.
I love how you say tweet.
Tweet, tweet.
Now let's see what's happening on our Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover series next week.
Tweet.
The ladies' commitment to the makeover journey is in question.
You know, I made a commitment to the show. I made a commitment to you. Granted, you're happy. Now you're...
I'm not completely happy.
Right.
I am
Well,
happy.
now you need to make me happy.
Well, now I'm getting pissed.
Yeah, get pissed.
Because the fact that when it's on, I work out.
Yes, you do.
I work out hard and I do my calories. It's about the fact that I'm committed to doing my workouts and becoming healthy.
So, who stays and who goes?
The ladies are back in action once again, and we'll see that next Monday right here on another special edition of the Lifetime of Health and Wellness Makeover. Until then, I'm Danielle Knox.
And I'm Chris Tavia, but now stay tuned for more information you can use to help balance your life as our regular edition of the Balancing Act continues right after the break.
A portion of today's program is brought to you in part by Marathon Bars, giving you the fuel you need to help run your day your way. And also brought to you by the 5-star Premier Fitness Camp at the La Costa Resort and Spa, America's #1 fitness retreat in San Diego, California.